Well, greetings all and welcome. Today, this is my friend Dave here. We're going to introduce you to Dave and his awesome box fan here. So we're going to get the camera turned around here and he's going to show us what he's got going on. All right, so here we are. This is the rig here. This is obviously a box fan. What size is the box on this thing?
It's an 8-foot by 12-foot.
Okay, so 12-foot long, 8-foot wide.
By about 6'6" high.
Okay. And what kind of chassis we working with here?
A Ford E450 2024.
Nice, nice.
With a 7.3 gas engine.
And it looks like you've done the four-wheel drive conversion there.
Yes, I had Quigley do the four-wheel drive through the buying process.
Nice.
From the factory.
Gotcha, gotcha. So you had that pretty much all lined up before.
Yes.
Right on, cool. And it looks like you put a pretty good beefy bumper up front there too.
Yeah, it's an aluminum bumper.
Okay, yeah.
And I had to put a winch
in there,
yeah. And
nice.
I just added these lights on.
Nice.
For at night.
Heck yeah.
You know.
And it looks like you've got some solar up on the roof.
I have 600 watts of solar.
Yeah.
260 amps of battery. An air conditioner, 12-volt air conditioner.
Okay.
I have wanted on this one.
All right, so here we are around the back of the box van, and first thing I noticed is that you went with the barn door.
With the double doors as opposed to the garage or a 60/40 door.
Yeah, nice. And these windows are not factory, you put those in?
Yeah, those are aftermarket. Those are Arctic Turn. They're double pane acrylics.
Okay, yeah.
They retain heat and cooling a little bit better.
Yeah. All right, and on the interior of this, you built this all out yourself, correct?
Yes.
Right on. Well, you want to take a step inside and show us what you did?
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
Come on in.
Well, right off the bat, man, you did an amazing job. It looks really nice and clean in here.
Thank you. I wanted an open feel, you know, and I hopefully achieved it. It's a work in progress still. I have finishes to do. I don't really know what I want to do as far as finishing it off. I've also been, you know, adding things here and there. Yep. As I go along to see what needs for storage. Yet trying to keep it, you know, simple.
So what do we got for the basic layout here? Looks like you went sink and...
Yep, sink, a small sink from IKEA. My Berkey filter, which I can fill up through here in a tube without having to take it out. Other than to clean it. Like an open kind of design, you know, there's nothing to hide and just easy to get things out. I have my coffee stuff, and you can see bowls and paper plates, and this is kind of like my little bathroom area.
And it looks like you got propane stove.
Propane stove. This is my storage for my pots and pans, and my little propane tank is under there.
Nice.
And then underneath that is a 30-gallon water tank that sits on top of the wheel well.
Okay. So that's enclosed under there.
And then I had recently just cut in a sight glass so I can see how much water I have.
Oh, nice. Great idea.
I'm have to finish that off, but you know, it's all just, you know, when I get low I fill it.
Yeah.
And then this is dry food, and then cases of things. Yeah. Water.
And this is just access to
this
the
is
sink
just,
area.
You know, the area for all your kitchen things and cleaning supplies and extra utensils and things like that.
Now, where does the sink drain to?
The sink drains to an area next to the water tank. It's a little well, and I just drilled it outside. Yeah. I don't use any harsh chemicals. I use mostly just rinsed water. Right. And it's no different than someone camping and dumping their water out. Yeah. So I don't have to have any other tank.
Holding tank.
Yeah, I just got tired of the 5 gallons because I have a really bad back. So lifting them and moving them all the time became a little bit of a problem. Yeah. So this makes it much easier.
No, very clean and organized. Like you said, everything's not tucked away. So it's just right there to access.
Yeah. So I went with a 2-burner stove this time. The old van, I had an oven and I never really baked. Yeah. So this works out really well.
And then how about across the other way here?
With the old rig, I had a refrigerator freezer in either or. I wanted a refrigerator with a freezer, so that's what this is. Nice. You know, it's I believe like a 75 quart.
Yeah. Very nice.
Iceco, And then
Gotta have room for ice cream, right?
oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And pot pies.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And then it looks like you just kind of did like modular type,
Yeah.
storage bins.
The other thing was like to be able to clean things. I wanted to have the totes because you can pull the tote out, clean it, and clean the shelf very quick because there's a lot of dust and sand in the
Yeah.
desert.
Yeah.
This initially was open until I figured out like what I was going to bring and need. And then I
Right.
recently added these shelves, and then I actually added these shelves.
Okay. Yeah.
And this is more for like vegetables and things and breads and
Yeah.
kind of what you see. And then I actually put some grills in so the compressor could breathe.
Oh, for the fridge, right?
Yeah, and I just utilize this for a shelf.
Yeah.
And right now I just have my mason jars there. And,
very nice.
I have some cubby holes here. Like a lot of these things are just, I'm in a process of organizing as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just thrown together. Right now this is tools.
Yeah.
Here and toiletries.
Looks like you got your bucket toilet.
You got my bucket toilet
Yeah.
and my
A little taller storage unit for your ladder. And
I keep my shower in here and the floor for it. My ladder, and then I have a table outside that slips right in here.
Nice.
And I just bungee it.
Yeah. And you mentioned that you did build a deck on the roof that you could climb up there and sit up. And,
there's a couple of things I wanted with the new build. One was a refrigerator with a freezer. The other was a bed because I have a really bad back and shoulders.
Yeah.
A good bed and a deck and an air conditioner. Oh, and a diesel heater.
Yeah.
In the van you had, I didn't have any of those.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice to go up and watch the stars at night on the roof, and you can sleep out there.
Yeah.
It's just really nice.
Now, where is your diesel heater hiding?
My diesel heater is physically installed but not hooked up electrically.
Oh, okay.
And these items come out, this whole panel just removes.
Okay.
And it's under here.
Gotcha.
It's...
Oh, okay, yeah. So there's a little space under there.
Yeah, so
and then it's exhausted outside.
Yeah, it's exhausted outside, and right now all of the components and everything are under there stored, and that's a project I have to do before the winter.
Yeah, right on.
It's an S-bar heater.
Yeah, very cool.
And outside in the cargo area on the other side, I put a 5-gallon diesel tank up underneath the skirt.
Oh, okay, nice.
So from the
you can fill it from outside.
Yes.
Perfect. And it's outside, stored outside.
And it's outside stored,
Nice. Well, we might as well talk about the bed because I think this is kind of one of the coolest things you got going. I mean, that's a full-size bed, right?
It's a full-size bed. It's an Amazon Basics mattress. It's 10 inches. It was only a couple of $100. Made in the USA. Certipure foam and really comfortable and a medium.
Yeah.
No frills. But I sleep unbelievably well in it.
Nice.
Nice. And this is actually the Gen 3 design. I really, it's just very simple, and I could show you if you like.
Yeah, might as well. So it looks like you do have, more storage here up against the wall.
This would be my my electrical system.
Nice. Very cool.
And down below are 2 lead time 230 amp hour batteries.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I like how those just snap on and off.
Yeah, I didn't want, I couldn't really put hinges because it would be kind of in the way.
Yeah.
And that storage there opens the same way. That's where I keep my pillows and my sleeping bag.
Okay. Yeah.
I just stuff them in there. And then over here is kind of like the control center.
Gotcha.
If you sleep this way, there's the thermostat for the S-bar heater, a little charging station. This is actually a remote that runs my front lights. I can turn them on and off at night.
Nice.
From in here. Air conditioning remote. And then this would be the lights on a dimmer.
Yeah.
Front and 2 circuits. This right now is Starlink. This one is empty. And then to turn on my inverter, that's it. Very simple.
Yeah.
Battery monitor.
Perfect. Yeah.
And then I added this drawer unit. Put these little right angle clips on here that I had.
Oh, you can lock them.
Yeah, to keep them from flying open,
idea.
which they used to do all the time.
Yeah. Cool.
And I just have some, I used to have the old Starlink here. I have a mini now.
Yeah.
So this is where the other components were. So I have all this area now.
Very nice.
Out of here.
So it looks like the bed folds up this way.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can position ourselves where we can see this in action.
I usually put this over here because I keep it for the seating area.
Yeah.
And then I just put these little angle brackets, and it captures the bed.
Okay, here.
These in Home Depot, and a board across the top. And then I have 2 spacers in there that they act as pivot points. And all I do is I bought these cheap climbing pulleys.
Nice.
And it's a 4-to-1 system. And I basically just hook it up to a little rope that is attached to the bottom of the bed board.
Yeah.
And
Crank
it only
up.
takes like 5 minutes to do it.
That's
I don't know
brilliant,
if it's what it
man.
seems like.
Yeah,
but
and that way you don't have to physically lift the weight.
it's a little longer than it is higher, so you initially have to just give it a good yank, but it's not really that hard.
Yeah.
And you just pull it up.
Wow.
And then you can see it doesn't cause me any stress or any problem.
Yeah.
And then it just rides along.
And then your legs there have wheels, so
Yeah.
they can roll along and not get jammed up on the floor. That is brilliant,
And
man.
the headboard just rides along the wall.
Yep.
And when it gets up to a certain point, it'll kind of stand itself up. So I just kind of put my foot here and just let it ride along the wall.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And then now it's sitting on the end of the frame.
Sitting
so
on the headboard, which is rugged.
Yeah.
And then all I do is pop this up. And while I'm in here, I won't fasten it, to secure it.
Right, because you're just going to be setting it up.
Yeah, unless I'm driving, I'll do that. And then I end up putting this up here, and these are my power tools right now, and an outdoor rug. I just move it over, unlatch this table.
Okay, and then you can just set up a table, and you got a little dining area.
Set up my table.
There it is.
I'll adjust the height.
Yeah.
And as far as this side, I have storage under here. I just recently put this cubby hole in here for my shoes because they were floating around.
Yeah.
And then I have winter clothes in here and some various things, sheets, towels. And then
these come down as like a couch?
Yeah, all this piece of foam, I just lay it down like that. And then I take
and then you've got this
the wedge pillow.
Yeah.
And I stick it here.
Perfect.
And
comfy.
It's super comfortable. I can raise the table up and pull this in and out. It happens to just fit between the legs.
Yeah.
So I don't have to fold them. They are foldable.
So these could fold in if you wanted.
Yeah, they'll fold in.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if I'm going to do a project behind the wall, I can just slide this bed right out.
Right.
And I can it's totally open over there.
And
the
so
rug,
while it's still standing, you
while
can
it's
slide
still
it.
standing, yeah. So that's real nice. And then if I'm driving, I just take the rope, hook it on this bungee, and do a trucker's hitch and tighten it, and it doesn't move.
Yeah.
It stays up there completely.
And then you've got, because you have that aerodynamic bubble over the cab, you've got storage. That's brilliant. Yeah.
It's a little bit of a mess right now.
I always wished my box van had that.
But it really does make a difference. It also helps keep the heat in, and because it's just there's no insulation on this. But like I said, it's a mess right now. This will be for outdoor gear.
Very cool. And then the pass-through door, that's factory.
Yes, it's factory.
You've just framed it out. And
I didn't do anything to it yet. I probably, if I'm going to paint, I might paint it, or I could laminate a piece of wood over it.
Yeah. Just
to make it match. But I really wanted to have that, so if you're traveling, you can travel with the bed down and just crawl in the back.
Heck yeah.
Inclement weather.
Yeah.
My computer and my little cubby hole over here is where I keep my computer.
Okay. Yeah.
And I have another charging area here.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah, that worked out really well. And then
super simple and clean.
Yeah, these are all my clothes.
Yeah.
Which I have too many of. I also cut back on my books. I had quite a few books.
Yeah.
And just a ton of shelf room. I don't have to fill it all up. And right now, I just have candles and things like that.
Yeah, it looks great. So it looks like these are the lights here that you have on the dimmer.
Yeah.
And this is the 12-volt AC.
Yes.
Nice. So no roof vent, just the AC, and you were saying you use this fan and back at the open window for ventilation.
Right.
Yeah.
I bought that on Amazon. It's like a 40,000 milliamp battery. It works tremendous. It has lights. It has a remote control. I've never had to use it above medium low.
Nice.
And on high, it's like a rocket ship. And then I
Nice.
have a hook that I mounted up here. And if I really need cross breeze, I'll take one of these little fans,
Gotcha.
hang it there, and then open up the windows, and I have those screens that go over the doors,
Yeah.
and you get a beautiful breeze through here.
Perfect.
And at night, you can set it on a timer,
Yeah.
if you like. You know, I love it. It works out great.
Now, and then this is kind of like an exhaust fan over your stove.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Perfect.
Yep, exactly. So
Now, this DC air conditioning, that you can run that off of your battery bank and solar?
yeah, they recommend about 180 amp hours of battery for X amount of time
Okay.
on Eco. I don't really remember what that amount of time is, but it cools off in here very fast. So then I shut it off.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
but it works really well.
Very cool. Well, I appreciate you letting us into your home here. And this is all relatively new, right? You just...
It's about I think a year and a half, a
Okay.
little more than a year and a half old now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just initially, did as much as I could until I got tired and needed to get back on the road, and then I'm like, well, I'll just do the rest as we're going along, a little here and a little there.
Like so many of us do.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
and
Very cool.
yeah, but it's super comfortable. I'm really happy with it. I'm always trying to pare things down.
Yeah.
Because we tend to, when we have shelves, we want to fill them up.
No, I know that all too well.
Yeah.
Right on, Dave. Well, again, we really appreciate it. Is there anything else you want to add or share, or any words of wisdom or anything for the people out there?
Follow your dreams.
Right on, man.
Get on the road if you want to get on the road. Let nothing hold you back.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks again, Dave.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.